All right, we'll play first. We'll keep this. Land was pretty important there for the Vizier. Ooh, Face of the Devoted. Well, at least we have the sideboard card for that. So I don't think we're going to leave up cancel. We're just going to get in there and drop the Vizier. Because we want to get as many bodies out there as possible for that Trial of Solidarity. Okay, Naga Oracle holds down the fort for him pretty effectively. We're going to have to hope a resolved initiate is good enough. And they just put 3 lands in there. All right. So that tells me they might have quite a few lands in hand if they just want to ditch lands, which might be a good sign for us. All right, so I guess Winds of Rebuke actually works kind of well with the Trial of Solidarity too, doesn't it? Because you can just bounce it and replay it without the cartouche. So that's not that bad, actually. Alright, if I can leave up cancel, I'm feeling good. So let's get in with our initiate. Alright, we'll cancel that. I could Winds of Rebuke instead, which actually isn't bad, but I can still Winds of Rebuke. So we'll just pass. Alright. I want to Winds of Rebuke my Trial of Solidarity. I think ultimately that's going to be the most beneficial. Illusory wrapping's a little bit less good now. So for 3, 6, 8 mana, which I'm still 2 away from, I can play Trial twice in 1 turn, which I may have to do at some point. Yeah. Mm. All right, so I'm 1 land away from Trial wins Trial, so I might just wait for that. The problem is I won't get to attack with the Vizier, so really I'm still 2 lands away from it. Yeah. And even if I illusory wrappings, this thing can still get bigger. Hmm. I think we'll just pass. Even without attacking with Vizier, Trial wins Trial might still be pretty good. So no cards in graveyard, that's bad news. So I can make my initiate 7 attack, this 5 attack, and this 6 attack. So 5 plus 6 plus 7, 20 damage. Let's just play the Shepherd instead. Get more bodies for the eventual Trial play. Could attack in there. If they have a cycle, though, they just eat my initiate, which seems pretty bad. Yeah, that's bad news, too. Guess we have illusory wrappings, but obviously still spells trouble. I guess the good news is I'm going to be able to crack back with my initiate. That is actually kind of good. It's not bad either. So let's just do wrappings on the Drake. Attack with initiate. And then we'll do decision paralysis. So I've got to untap my land first. Can also untap my initiate, but we'll go decision paralysis. And I think we'll just tap the 2 cycle value guys. Alright, so we'll sack the priest. Alright. So we'll attack with the initiate. Play the winged shepherd. Still have Wings of Rebuke up too. And both of our guys will be lethal if it's trial wins trial. Alright, well, huh. Second trial, and then they block with the Angler Drake. So I can do trial wins trial, swing team. They have to block both their flyers, and they have to block my other guys too. They're going to have 2 more blockers next turn, so this is kind of a big turn to do it. It's a little difficult. I think getting 4 of their guys off the board is good. It does come at the cost of 2 of my cards. But I think we got to do it. So we'll play trial. I mean, I can also bounce their Drake. And they'll end up taking 5. But I think we got to play trial twice, I think. Because then they have to block everything. I guess they don't have to block everything, but... I mean, another option I have is save the trial for next turn. I can swing with everything this turn. how do they block the Vizier? They double block it, and then they block the Skirmisher. I think we still do it like this. Balm for 7. That's interesting. They could have double blocked the Vizier. So they're willing to take the 5, huh? Okay. So I can't get my Initiate back. But I guess I can get my Priest back and still do Wings of Rebuke. Because I guess now they only have 1 flyer left. But they still have Faith of the Devoted, which I have to do something about. So I think we wins here. The fact that they never it, I guess, sort of tells me that they don't have a cycle. Otherwise, wouldn't they just do that instead? So I got rid of 2 lands off the top. I guess that's good. I mean, I don't guess. That is good. Problem is I can't win my trial now. Still get a land. Well, I guess better use of mana would be the Initiate. And I guess we want to sandbag the land for the blue trial. Our 1 form of card advantage here. I don't know why they conceded. They weren't dead. But we'll take it. So, Faith of the Devoted, Trial of it. I think we got to bring in the Forsake the Worldly here. We can do Censor. Doesn't seem that great. It's okay. I'm not really on board. So, what do we want to dump for the Forsake? Last time we ditched the Decision Paralysis. Maybe this time we just want to ditch like a Crab. The Priests are pretty unexciting too. Let's just ditch a Crab. I feel like, well, 1/5 can stop those 2/3s that get pumped. Alright. Maybe just ditch a Priest because they're pretty whatever anyway. Alright. Illusory Wrapping is a little bit less good too. So, on the draw, 2 white mana. I think we're going to keep this. We're going to risk it. Obviously, this hand needs a blue mana, but if we get a blue mana, we're actually in really good shape. And we are running 9, I think. Maybe more. I'll take a cycle card, too. That works for me. If we're not going to get a land, I'll take a cycle card. Looks like they forgot to crack their Evolving Wild. Maybe they're digging for they need a land. Alright. So we're going to cycle the Drake. Because we still need that blue mana. Maybe they just forgot to crack their Evolving Wilds. I don't remember seeing the green last game either. Oof. Alright. So now we can do the Vizier. Alright. Next turn we can do the Wind Guide. Well, maybe not. No, we still can. Oh, they have the shot. Well, I mean, we can get our guide back at some point, but yeah, they had the stinging shot. Well, they missed the land drop. I guess that's good. I think we just do trial here because we want to hit our lands. So I guess we can ditch the skirmisher. Can ditch the crab too, but I just feel like ditching the skirmisher makes more sense for our Aven Wind Guide at some point. Alright, more cycling. There's Faces of the Devoted. I'm like lagging really badly right now too. I think maybe because I've had the Magic Client open for a little bit, but every single click is like, I can feel the seconds ticking away. So let's play the crab here, because we're going to leave up Essence Scatter. I could have gotten the Wind Guide back, but, or I guess the skirmisher for that matter too. But I feel like we're probably going to have to scatter something. Yeah, we'll scatter that. Okay. Crab beats. So I guess we could have had the skirmisher instead and still done it. So it would have been more damage and would have had flying. Probably would have been better. Alright. I have illusory wrappings, so that'll do the trick here. No blocks on the crab. That's nice. Alright. Yeah, it sucks. So, definitely don't like to see our opponent having a bomb sideboard plan against us too. Alright, well, wins is going to work, so we'll bounce our trial. Get some more card advantage going. This is good for us. And we got rid of our opponent's Angler Drake. That's also good. Alright, so we'll ditch a land. And play a land and pass. Yeah, getting rid of our opponent's Angler Drake is pretty big. I mean, granted, they didn't have the 6th land, but it's a big card to get rid of. Alright. So they kept all 3 on top, which is worrisome. Play Initiate. Pass. So we've got 5 lands of 14 cards. So about 1 in every 3. Okay. I can handle that. Labyrinth Guardian, alright. I guess we'll wrappings the Vizier. Okay. Can handle that too. So we've got 4 lands left of 12 cards. So that does mean we're eventually going to have to just drop pure spells. Hmm. So I guess we'll... Do I want to decision paralysis the horror? Yeah, sort of. Because I feel like they've got cyclers in their hand, so we're already going to have some work to do. So let's just stop that dude and tap their flyers so they can't chump with it for a couple turns. Could have done it to the Vizier, which might have made more sense. Looks like they're getting rid of a couple lands. And then one on top. Shepherd's a good draw. Guess I can't do anything about that. What's the other side I never do again? Okay. So if they attack with the horror, I might double block it with the Guardian and the Priest, set up for an impeccable timing. Because I can get both of my guys back anyway. And they're not doing a ton on the ground as it is. And I can gain some life back from the Priest anyway. Okay. Actually, we just have to block with the Guardian. Stop on their damage step here. Okay, that's good. They have a third stinging shot? It's a lot of stinging shots. It's too bad we're playing blue-white. 1 mana instant speed kill a flyer is pretty brutal against us. We'll just block like that. So we have 3 lands left in our deck now, I believe. 2 lands left, actually. 2 lands left in our deck, so we will have to draw spells. Our deck has no choice but to give us spells at some point. Okay, so there's only 1 land left in our deck. This might be the first time on stream or on video that I get to draw all 17 lands in my deck before, with still like quite a few deck cards left in the deck. But yeah, I one of my last 7 cards is a land. Other than that, I've drawn every single one in the deck. Okay, still managed to win it, thankfully. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't super happy with this build in general. Getting 2 wins with it is pretty fortunate, I would say. I'm trying to think what the biggest weaknesses were. I mean, biggest weaknesses are no bombs. Like, if you don't have bombs in most draft formats nowadays, you're in big trouble. So basically, I think we could just... How did we win our matches? Because our match 1 and match 3 opponent had probably cooler decks than we did. So I guess we just won via... I almost feel like Trial of Knowledge maybe won us our games because of the card advantage. Trial of Solidarity did it too. So it's funny that the Trials won despite not having any cartouches in the deck. But yeah, I'll absolutely take a 2-1 with this. So thanks so much for tuning in, folks. We'll be back for more soon.